Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the December the 15th meeting of the Richmond Common Council. Would everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, remain standing for a prayer by Councilor Gross. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we pray that you will give us the openness to compromise and the wisdom to lead and solve the issues that are before us. Lord, we pray for our city employees, for their safety and well-being, and for our citizens, the ones we are called to serve, that they may realize your grace and your peace in their life. I pray for their prosperity and their well-being. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Mr. Goss. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Doug Goss.
Here.
Lucinda Wright.
Present.
Bill Engel. Here. Ann Taylor.
Here.
Gary Turner.
Here.
Jane Bumbalow.
Here.
Justin Burkhart.
Here.
Gary Purcell. And Larry
Here.
Parker.
Here.
All in favor, or all here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Approval of the minutes of our regular meeting as was held on December the 1st, 2025.
Mr. President,
Mr. Goss,
if there's no additions or corrections, I move for the approval of minutes of December 1st, 2025.
Second.
have a motion and second to accept the minutes of December the 1st, 2025 as reported. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Presentations, memorials, complaints. I don't believe we have any at this time. Communications from the mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Since WCTV has a television up, I won't put my screen up there. We were notified last week by NDOT that we were not awarded the Community Crossings Grant for 2026. It's kind of sad. Every year we had it, we've been awarded a grant. We will apply again in the second half of 2026 for 2027. No reason was given other than, they reduced the amount from $350 million to $100 million. They still had 450 applicants, cities, counties, and towns, and they were able to award $100 million to 191 cities, and Richmond was not one of them. On another note, City Hall will be closed for the Christmas holiday on December 24th and 25th, so Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are holidays. And again, on the following week, New Year's Day, January 1st, City Hall will be closed. That's all I have.
Mr. President,
Mr. Burkhart.
is there anything that we can do, Mr. Mayor, to follow up with NDOT on the community crossings as far as at least for an explanation?
Understanding. The only thing they told us, like I said, right now is because of the limited dollar amount. But yes, we will. Actually, there's a consultant we work with. We'll reach out to them and see if we can get a better idea of make our chances better next time.
I know you probably don't know at this hour, but if it had anything to do with not having a city wheel tax. And
No, other than they went from $350 million to $100 million, and they still had 450 applicants. My guess is that we've always received it. We've been very blessed in the 10 years it's been around, and there are other cities that haven't been. And they're smaller amounts. I know some cities got 300,000, some got 200,000, some got little amounts, and we did not get our million, but
thank you.
we'll definitely try harder.
Mr. Mayor? Yes. I think that this is a good time to just briefly talk about additional taxes since we just passed the food and beverage, and that people have to understand that the taxes from the state are reducing rapidly. And we're going to be looking at a wheel tax, and I think it's a good time right now to get it out there that if we don't pass a wheel tax, we will not be eligible for the matching funding that we currently are eligible for, even though we did not get it this particular time. And that is something that everyone needs to start keeping in mind as we look forward in the future look at that tax.
Mr. President?
Yes,
That's not 100% correct. There's a third bucket they created of the last lane miles. And any money that Indianapolis doesn't take, because they have to match 50 million with 50 million, that comes in this last bucket. And based upon lane miles of cities and counties that have a wheel tax, they'll get access to that. They can't tell us if it'd be $1,000 or $10,000 or $100,000. That's the thing we know we don't have access to without the city having its own low hut. That was a change at like 2 a.m. on the last day of the session, because they were going to allow it, if your county had it, your city automatically got it too, which we do. We'll receive the low hut because the county adopted it. But that was like 2 a.m. in the morning, they split that and said, no, let's make cities do their own low hut to get that last lane mile. But now, we'll see what this next legislative session is just starting. There's some thought about changing that and reversing it back so we don't double tax. Because there are places, there are counties that have had wheel tax for a long time in cities, and they get double tax, just like food and beverage tax. There are counties that have food and beverage tax since the 80s, and then cities add it. Now they're double taxed. So one of the things we continue to work closely with the county is to not do things that will double tax our residents. Because all city residents are in the county, and half the county residents are in the city.
any additional questions or comments for the mayor? Hearing none, the report of the Board of Public Works and Safety of November the 20th is in our packet. Anybody have any questions regarding the report? Reports from department heads, I don't believe we have any of those tonight. Under miscellaneous, memorandum of understanding, Richmond, Indiana Common Council and Whitewater Community TV.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My
Good evening.
colleagues Ken Poust and Misty Hollis couldn't be here tonight, so you're stuck with me. My name is Scott Bevington, and I am a business person in Centerville. I'm the Vice President of Whitewater Community Television. You know, for quite a few decades now, WCTV has offered this community some great quality programming that many communities don't have the ability to have. I take it from me, it's a wonderful economic development tool as well. It also gives the people of this community a direct view into the inner workings of their local government, which is important. But it also has provided some young people of our community the ability to establish a strong foundation for the careers that they've chosen. And some of those folks wanted to say hi to you tonight. Tracy, would you start that video for us?
Hello everyone, my name is Colby Cox. I am a recent IU East graduate. I actually started my experience with WCTV as an intern my senior year of high school.
Hello, my name is Brandon, and I am a video editor for a healthcare marketing agency. I worked at WCTV for 3 years.
Hi everyone, this is Caleb Gillon, former voice of the Indiana University East Red Wolves and a proud 2018 IU East alum. Throughout my 4 years as a student, I broadcasted over 270 different volleyball, soccer, and basketball games, and many of those were with Whitewater Community Television.
My name is Luke Shaheen. Today, I am a multimedia producer at Fox 6 News in Milwaukee. I get to put my skills to the test every day, and it all really comes back to one thing in one place, and that's WCTV.
Hello, my name is Samantha Parks. I worked and volunteered at WCTV a lot in the past. I started back when I was a high school student for a work-study program. Then after that, I interned there during college. And after college, I got a part-time job there. And I worked there for about 3 years.
I got to learn a lot of great skills in editing and media production.
Filming, editing, and animation, and all of these things that go into a video project.
Live production. I got to edit, camera, direct, solo projects, group projects.
I applied those lessons that I learned and became the better broadcaster that I sought out to be.
I learned the full 360 degrees of editing, content creation, and I was able to develop a skill set that is not only competitive in today's industry, but gives me an edge over some of my contemporaries in the field.
I ask you to keep in mind that WCTV is not just a public access television station. They are community members that are dedicated to providing service for you and providing invaluable experiences to people like me.
Without WCTV, none of those skills that I just mentioned, I wouldn't have been able to work on them.
It was a wonderful experience. It meant so much to me, and it's really helped me become who I am and where I am at right now in my life.
You're investing in your community, you're investing in education, so that students like me can take this dream that they have and turn it into a reality where they will have excellent careers ahead of them.
I wouldn't be here without WCTV, not just at Fox, but thriving at Fox, and not just in a brand new city, living out my dream, but making it my own. They didn't just prepare me for the industry, they gave me an edge in it. Every success I have, every challenge that I conquer, it all comes back to what they taught me and the foundation that they gave me. And that's something that I'm never gonna forget.
Some of the best Wayne County and Richmond have to offer. So with that, I believe you have the memorandum of understanding in front of you. I know my colleagues, Mr. Paust and Mrs. Hollis have worked with the Finance Committee. And so if you have any questions, I'll do my very best to answer them. And if I can't answer them, I'll get you the answers as quickly as I can.
Do you have any questions from council at this time?
Mr. President?
Yes, sir.
I do have a question, but I think it's more directed towards AJ. In Article 3, Number 3, and you probably don't have it in front of you, do you, AJ? Okay. If you could clarify, because as I'm reading that and it talks about the contingent upon Richmond, Indiana, and Board of Works, Public Safety executing the resolution, if the Board of Works and Public Safety fails to execute such resolution within 90 days, it'll automatically terminate. So if they don't act on this based on our MOU, then it'll terminate. And so how can we assure or that this will go through to support WCTV?
I don't think that you can. The Board of Works has historically agreed to, at least conceptually, what you're entertaining this evening, but they hold the franchise fee contracts, and so it does need to proceed through the Board of Works as well. But there's no track record that would suggest to me that it would be problematic, but it is a procedural step that will need to be taken after tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Any additional questions at this time? I have one for the Finance Committee. Has the Finance Committee received anything from WCTV in the way of a business plan as requested?
So, Mr. President, the Finance Committee, we have heard from Mr. Paust, Ms. Hollis, and also Mr. Marsh on their plans, the direction in which they're taking this, as far as location goes, and as far as curriculum. They are going through, and maybe you could speak to this a little bit, but some master planning themselves and seeking some help from a local team, taking them through a strategic plan, and have assured us that they would share that with us, that is currently underway.
Oh, yes.
But it's incomplete at this time.
Okay. Has the Finance Committee had an opportunity to look this over?
We have, and the individuals that I just named have also come to Finance Committee, and we've all talked through this together, and it's my understanding that the members of Finance Committee are fully in support, as we believe that we'll see this business plan come through, but this is a significant transition for the entity, and it's just kind of materializing over a longer period of time.
Okay. In the past, what percentage have we given WCTV?
40%.
Army?
40%.
40%?
And they changed it to 65.
And then to 65. And this asks for 100%. And the Finance Committee's okay with that?
Well, so it's, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. President. This actually is agreeing to provide $250,000, up to $250,000 in franchise fees in 2026. So that if we do not collect $250,000, we would not pay that full amount, but from, I'm a member of the board, and from their calculations, we'll get well over $250,000 this year in franchise fees.
And, Mr. President?
Yes, sir.
Further on that, we have spoke directly and at length with the team that came and spoke to us about other entities and other sources of revenue, and them being aggressive and going after those new programming, new ideas, and they're all talking about those as they go through their strategic planning, that possibly Whitewater television of old isn't necessarily what we're going to see moving forward, but adapting to the times and just reinventing themselves is kind of what I can explain.
Okay.
Mr. President?
Yes, sir.
I'd like to state that WCTV is such an important asset to our community that we need to support and help them get back on their feet stronger and better. And with that in mind, I would like to make a motion to amend Article 3, Section 1, to read that the first year we will fully fund the $250,000, period. And the reason I state that is that'll give us a year to get on stable ground and for them to see exactly what the income is and what they need to do into the future to compensate for that shortfall. And also, as a past business individual, I wouldn't want to try to build a new business without knowing what that income is going to be. And I think this will help them stabilize with that guaranteed $250,000. We did discuss this in the finance meeting, so that would be my motion, which would be to amend Article 3, Section 1.
Are you saying for calendar year 2026?
Yes.
That's also part of your, okay.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to amend Article 3 under allocation to award WCTV $250,000 per calendar year of 2026. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Did it carry? I'm not sure we have.
Pardon me?
I'm not sure it did carry.
Roll call.
I think we should.
Okay, have a roll call.
Doug Goss,
Aye.
Lucinda Wright,
Aye.
Bill Engel,
Aye.
Ann Taylor,
Aye.
Gary Turner,
Aye.
Jane Bumbelow,
Aye.
Justin Burkhart,
Aye.
Jerry Purcell,
Aye.
Larry Parker.
No. So carried.
3 to 1.
There you go.
Anything else, sir?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We won't let you down.
Anything?
Thank you.
Any other comments or concerns from council?
Do we need to have a motion
We
to
need-
actually
To approve.
We need
Amend
to,
it.
we need to accept it.
Right.
Go ahead, Gary.
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
I move to approve the amended resolution.
Second.
Have a motion second to approve the amended memorandum of understanding between Richmond Common Council and Whitewater Community TV. Please call the roll.
Doug Goss,
Aye.
Lucinda Wright,
Aye.
Bill Engel,
Aye.
Ann Taylor,
Aye.
Gary Turner,
Aye.
Jane Bumbelow,
Aye.
Justin Burkhart,
Aye.
Jerry Purcell,
Aye.
Larry Parker.
Aye.
9 are in favor. You threw me there.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Ordinance is on first reading.
Mr. President,
Mr. Goss.
I make the motion that we suspend the rules and read ordinance 54, 2025 by title only.
Second?
Have a motion and second to suspend the rules and read ordinance number 54, 2025 by title only. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ordinance number 54, 2025, an appropriation ordinance amending the 2025 budget.
And who's to speak to this one?
Mr. President?
Yes, sir.
I can, from the Finance Committee's perspective.
Okay.
So this came to us this evening. We discussed it due to the timing. What this is the property and liability insurance came in, and it was slightly higher. So this is to transfer money and cover that shortfall. And the Finance Committee, in the discussion, was in favor of moving this forward and approving this.
All right, thank you. Any questions from council? Yes.
How much in the shortfall were we? Approximately? 2,000. Thank you.
Okay. What is council's pleasure?
Mr. President,
Mr. Goss?
I move that we suspend the rules and move ordinance 54, 2025 to second reading, read by title only.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to suspend the rules and advance ordinance 54, 2025 to second reading, read by title only. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ordinance number 54, 2025, an appropriation ordinance amending the 2025 budget.
Ordinance number 54, 2025 is on second reading, which is public hearing. Is there anyone in the audience like to speak in favor of this ordinance? Is there anyone in the audience like to speak in opposition of this ordinance?
Move for engrossment.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to engross. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Call the question.
Second.
Final comments from council? Please call the question.
Doug Goss,
Aye.
Lucinda Wright,
Aye.
Bill Engel.
Aye.
Ann Taylor,
Aye.
Gary Turner.
Aye.
Jane Bumble,
Aye.
Justin Burkhart,
Were you
and Jerry Purcell.
Aye.
Aye.
Larry,
Aye.
Everybody.
all in favor.
9, it passed.
Second reading, amended ordinance number 55, 2025. An appropriation ordinance authorizing the submittal, acceptance, and appropriation of a grant from the Patrick Leahy Bulletproof Vest Partnership.
Amended ordinance number 55, 2025 is on second reading, which is public hearing. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak in favor of this ordinance?
David Carpenter, Richmond Avenue. I think this is one of those ordinances that's greatly important because when it involves things such as the men and women who defend and protect our city, I think anytime something is needed for their department, none of you should hesitate to go forward and vote for such things. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else in the audience like to speak in favor of this ordinance? Is there anyone in the audience like to speak in opposition of this ordinance?
Move for engrossment.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to engross. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Call the question.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to call the question. Final comments from council?
Mr. President?
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to close the loop because we have held number 55, 2025 for a few weeks now because it actually, thanks to Beth, came in via email today that we were waiting on some language on this grant and the matching funds. And the match funds is required at the time of the purchase, and this will be in 2026. And so now that that has been cleared up, Finance Committee discussed it this evening, and all are in favor of supporting this.
Thank you. Any questions of the Finance Committee? Final comments from council?
Mr. President?
Yes, sir.
Just to add to that a little bit, I know there has been some questions out there about the delay on this, and it was strictly waiting to find where the matching funds were going to come from.
Okay.
That has been clarified now.
It's council's pleasure.
Call the question already.
And the
Second.
Doug Goss,
Aye.
Lucinda Wright,
Aye.
Bill Engel.
Aye.
Ann Taylor,
Aye.
Gary Turner.
Aye.
Jane Bumbelow.
Aye.
Justin Burkhart.
Aye.
Jerry Purcell.
Aye.
And Larry Parker.
Aye.
All are in favor.
Thank you, motion carried. Ordinance number 58 has already been taken care of, so that will be taken off of the agenda at this time. Ordinance number 59, 2025.
An appropriation ordinance amending the 2025 budget.
Ordinance number 59, 2025 is on second reading, which is public hearing. Is there anyone in the audience like to speak in favor of this ordinance? Is there anyone in the audience like to speak in opposition of this ordinance?
Move for engrossment.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to engross. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Call the question.
Second.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Final comments from council?
Mr. President?
Yes, sir.
From Finance Committee, we discussed this tonight. Matt was in attendance to discuss this with us. This is a 59, 2025 is a transfer moving out of part-time salary and wages into some more efficient funding of janitorial work here at the city building, and it will be a cost savings. And so, based on that, Finance Committee was all in favor.
Thank you.
Wait.
Appreciate it.
President?
Wait.
Yes, sir.
No.
No, you got your notes confused. This is the one for the,
59?
Micro.
right, we don't have the janitorial one yet. That'll come in January.
This is
This is-
transit.
This is for Roseview Transit for professional
Yep.
services, yeah.
Nope, sorry,
I know
sorry.
your notes are right after each
Se-
other.
se- Yeah, second. No, so we discussed this too, and this is for, you didn't give me time. I was, so. We discussed this too, if you can roll that back. This is for a transportation study. And so, which will take about 6 months in 2026, that we can have more efficient transportation. And in that conversation, Finance Committee was also in favor.
There you go.
Nice redeployment of that.
Final comments from council? Please call the roll.
Doug Goss,
Aye.
Lucinda Wright,
Aye.
Bill Engel.
Aye.
Ann Taylor,
Aye.
Gary Turner.
Aye.
Jane Bumbelow.
Aye.
Justin Burkhart.
Aye.
Jerry Purcell.
Aye.
And Larry Parker.
Aye.
All are in favor.
Motion carried. Is there any unfinished business to come before council at this time?
President Parker,
Yes.
I have a question for the President of Finance.
Yes, go right ahead.
Okay, so when you are having your discussions with Finance Committee, when we send something there, I've seen that you've extended an invitation to some individuals, and I've spoke with most departments, and some have never received an invitation so far. And while others get their stuff even heard before we've heard it at times. Can you explain?
Yeah, that's a good leading question. I would say that from the Finance Committee, we don't set the agenda. Ms. Tracy sets the agenda, and Beth also is a part of that. So I don't know what you're implying, but anybody's welcome at any time.
Okay, well, I just didn't know, as finance, if you're looking into something, if you would reach out to that department head, that would make sense. And I know that we've seen you do that with some, not all.
And you're referring to a specific department?
There's been two, actually.
Okay, I've got nothing else, Mr. President.
Mr. President,
Yes.
in being on the committee, we do not invite the guests. The guests are invited, and it's all arranged through setting the agenda through the finance department. We get there, and the people that they've asked to come speak. As far as I know, I've never heard of or seen us invite anyone.
Oh, it was just last meeting we invited, was it Matt, you said?
I believe President Parker arranged Matt, who was in attendance at the time. This seems like a slandering
No, not at all.
situation.
No, I just.
And I won't be a part of that.
I'm not trying to slander, I would just like clarification.
Mr. President, I'm concluding my comments.
Okay.
There you go.
Is that something we can get some clarification on who sets and invites?
Through the corporate attorney, yes.
Sure we can.
Thank you.
Anything else good for the
Move
council?
for adjournment.
Second.
We
Merry
stand adjourned.
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
New Year.
You're watching WGTV Channel 11, part of the Whitewater Community Television family of stations.